What's going on, 49er faithful, 49er fan, 49er gang? It's 49er Dion here, back with another video. Well, man. Christmas was just a few days ago, and we're gonna go ahead and get right on into it. I want to say Merry Christmas to any and everyone that watches the channel. Appreciate y'all taking the time out. Listen to me rant, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notifications so I can keep you up to date on any and everything San Francisco 49. With that being said, let's get right into it. I know y'all noticed a little things that are a little different about the setup. That's because Christmas came, man. I asked my moms for, a little help with something just to kind of lighten up on, liven up the channel a little bit, as far as the look and the feel. And here you have it, man. What's going on, Matt? Yeah, we didn't have any business winning this game, but hey, we won it. I'll take a W over LA. But yeah, Christmas came and went, man. Um, I spent Christmas with my moms this year. I'm happy the Cardinals missed the playoffs. I'm very happy. I want to ruin their chances. And unfortunately, because the Seahawks have won now and they won a division, the only thing we can do is ruin seeding for them. So I'd love to do that too. As you can see, picked up another 49er hat. I just want to show y'all some stuff, man, that I got, for Christmas. Um, Let me tell y'all this. Some people may not have. Uh, no, I can't trust. I can't trust you to see the Packers. Sometimes, hey, what's going on, Mariah? Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year to you and your family, everyone. Um, Sometimes people have a hard time, with their in-laws. I don't. I love my in-laws. Like they're the greatest. I don't have no problems, no issues, man. But let me show you something, man. Like my brother is my brother. He's not even my brother-in-law. He's my brother. That's my hermano. Like this dude always finds stuff that you can never find anywhere else. Check this stuff out, too. Like look at this. Check this out, man. This is a Jerry Rice starting lineup sports superstar collectible. It's got his starting lineup card. It's got him catching, like a touchdown. Like that's I don't know where he finds this stuff, but he seems to find it, and he always finds collectibles. Really good at it. And I got another one right here. Y'all know who that is, man. That's Deion Sanders. So I got that. I love you, baby. I see you right there. And definitely, man, look at this right here. Now, he got me a Sega Genesis last year, and it was so cool, man. But look what he found. Check that out, guys. That is Sega Genesis Sport Talk 93. Like, that's got Joe Montana on the cover, man. That's big. That's super big right there, man. But we love it, man. Everything has been great. It was a blessing for me. I got to go out and spend some time with my moms and you know hang out with my daughters and just be able to just relax, man. I was out in Cali, everything cool, just super chill, man. Just very relaxed. It's always a blessing to be able to spend time with the family. But once today I had to get home, man. I had to get home. I kid you not. Um, One thing I can't do is I can't sleep without my wife. Hey, what's going on, Horatio? Hey, yeah, we got that dub, man. We gonna get right to it. I had to get home, man. I can't sleep without my wife. Oh no, that wouldn't work. I bed having the next kid. I don't know. Can't do that. Can't do that at all. But you know, home back in Arizona. You know, got to get back to normal life tomorrow. But either way, it's still a blessing to be able to have family and have fun. I hope you guys were able to spend time with your family and to take time out to be able to be with them and spend time with your loved ones. Even if you couldn't do it, in person, even if you were able to do a video chat, whatever you were able to do, hopefully it works out. Matt, you killing me, Smalls. I really can't kill you. You are really killing me, bro. You must have a mansion, man. You gotta have a mansion for that kind of action, bro. Can't do. All right, so let's get into it. 22-12. We get the dub. First quarter, 7. Next quarter, nothing. Third quarter, 7. Fourth quarter, 6. Here's the weird part, man. Robbie Gold was horrendous. He was bad. I don't know what was going on, man. I don't know whether it was Pat B coming off the edge or he was afraid that it was going to get blocked. I don't know what was going on, man. But we definitely should have won this game. We should have had this game in hand. We really should have. There shouldn't have been no reason that we only were up by 8. Robbie Gold, all he had to do was kick extra points and make at least one field goal. We were solid. So, excuse me. It was crazy, but here's the beauty of it. CJ didn't look too bad. He took 3 sacks, and most of those sacks were on him. I'm going to go ahead and state that right now. Yeah, we should have won 24-12. Exactly. But most of those mistakes were on CJ strictly based on the fact that he took all 3 of those sacks. He held the ball too long. Now, if you go through your reads and the pocket collapses, you have to have the awareness to be able to get out of it. There were a couple of design runs which weren't bad. I didn't expect that from CJ, but hey, I'm not going to be upset. 13 out of 20, 13 out of 22, 182 yards, 3 TDs. Hey, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? His QBR was shit. It was only 31.1, but his quarterback rating was 125.4 because he didn't throw any INT. But exactly, Matt, I was getting right there. Jeff Wilson Jr. balled out. 22 carries, 183 yards, 8.3 yards per carry. My God, that man he had a game. CJ Beathard, 3 carries, 18 yards, 6.6 yards a carry. You can't get mad at that, man. Brandon Ayuk had his run for 16 yards. We had 227 yards rushing as a combined team between Wilson, Beathard, Ayuk, McKinnon, Juice, and Tevin Coleman. And McKinnon, Juice, and Tevin Coleman only accounted for 10 yards out of all of it. The bulk of the yardage came from that 183 yards from Mr. Jefferson Wilson and himself. Went in. He balled out. Couldn't tell Jeff Wilson Jr. nothing. He was in that game to play. And Jeff didn't do it just in the run game. He did it in the pass game too. So Kittle, he had 5 targets. He caught 4 balls, 92 yards, a 23-yard average. Now, here's the issue with Kittle. Kittle dropped one ball and he was wide open. Now, he might be a little rusty coming back from that, but we understand that. It's just nothing. Yes, JV got horridly snubbed in the Pro Bowl. And he's probably going to get snubbed for Comeback Player of the Year because they're going to give it to Alex Smith because of the story and all that happened and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. But yes, he got snubbed for that Pro Bowl tremendously. Jason Verrett has been playing out of his mind. He's great. He's fantastic. When healthy, he's at least a top 2 to 3 cornerback in the league. Right now, the number 1 DB in the league is Xavier Rose, and he's Miami. But even McKinnon, 3 catches, 28 yards, 9.3 yards a catch. Jeff Wilson Jr. only had 1 long catch, but it went 21 yards, and he scored a touchdown, baby. I love it. KB, 1 catch, 16 yards. Brandon Ayuk only had 2 targets, but he had 1 catch for 15 yards because the game plan here was run the ball. So if you look at it, you know what I mean? You look at the balance of run pass, and it was actually pretty fair. We ran 30 times, we passed 22 times. So it was a little heavily more on the run, but the thing is, the run was working. Because Jefferson Jr. wasn't averaging 8.3 yards for nothing. That man was balling. And then the player of the game, man, he had 3 targets, but he had 2 catches. He had 10 yards. He averaged 5 yards a catch. But you know the beauty of it? Mr. Juice himself, 2 TDs, baby. First time he's ever had 2 TDs game in his year. I know. I'm so sorry about that, Mariah. Yeah, fantasy, he was no good. If you had Jeff Wilson Jr. starting, then you had a monster fantasy game. But if you had Brandon Ayuk starting, didn't do you no good. You could actually start a Juice. He would have got you just what is that? I think what 13 points alone just off his two TDs and his touchdown, depending on what league you're playing in and how they're set up. Yeah, Alvin got you 30 points. Oh, Alvin. Oh, Kamara went insane. That's why he just went absolutely crazy. 6 TDs and man, when he was playing out of his mind. Um, and then you flip to the other side of the ball. The defense did what they had to do. Fred Warner with 14 tackles, Tarvarius Moore 11 tackles. Fred Warner had 3 passes defense. Akello, Akello Witherspoon, you showed up. He finally showed up. Now I'm not on the Rombo show. Everybody was crowning Akello and giving him props, giving him. He played a great game. But that don't mean that I'm about to give him. I'm about to say he's a starting cornerback. We should start him every game. No, this ain't nothing new for Kello. Kello had 2 good games, 4 bad. Consistency is what I need to see from Kello Witherspoon before I decide to go ahead and say that I feel like he's going to be, one of our better starting DBs in the league. That's all I'm saying. He has to put it together in a string of games over a full season where I can feel confident that if he's out there, he's going to do his job and he's not going to wind up getting in his own head and getting in his own way. It's no disrespect to him, man. Much love to him. And I'm glad he had a wonderful game, man. But at the end of the day, still got to do what you got to do. But Kettle, 7 tackles, um, 1 tackle for a loss, a pass defense. Jason Perret, 7 tackles, same thing, 1 TFL, 1 pass defense. Dre Greenlaw, 7 tackles. A TFL, K1 the Shark out there with 6 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack. Kerry Hyder Jr. out there with 2 tackles, a sack, TFL. Like, this is what's going on. Was it good, John V? Danny Terry, what's going on? How y'all doing, man? John and Danny, I told everybody else, I hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas. I hope y'all have a wonderful year as well. Hopefully you were able to spend it with your families. I hope you guys had fun. You were happy, blessed in abundance. And just, many, many gifts. May they not be strictly materialistic, but, just having the family there, man, and having everything good. Oh yeah, yeah. Dre and Fred. Oh yeah, they doing. Now here's the thing. He didn't show up on the stat sheet. He didn't get any tackles. But Aziz is coming along. Aziz Al-Shaair is coming along fairly well. Not too bad. We had 3 sacks in the game. That was Kerry Hyder Jr., Kwan Williams, and the other one was DJ Jones. And here's the beauty of the defense. Robert Saleh figured out how to contain Kyler Murray. We contained Kyler Murray. You know how hard that is to do. So here's the thing. Kyler runs all over people. And he ran all over us in the first meeting. This meeting, now don't get me wrong, Kyler, 8 rushes, 75 yards, 9.4 yards a carry. That's a whole lot. But we didn't give him any touchdowns. And I have to say that's the blessing in and of itself. We did not give up any TDs. And I love that. We only allowed, the 1 rushing TD by Kenyon Drake. That was it. Other than that, the defense was stellar, man. We held them to 3 points in the first quarter, 3 points in the second quarter, nothing in the third, and only 6 in the. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know you had a fantastic Christmas, Mom. I did too. Blessing to be able to be out there with you, be out there with the girls. But that's what we had, man. Like, our defense played out of their mind. And Grant Cohn did say it best. Salah's gone. He is good as gone. And next week we go ahead, we finish out the season playing the Seattle Seahawks. Now, the Seahawks defense has been showing up. They played a good game today. But as far as this game with the Cards, Kyler Murray, he didn't have any touchdowns passing. He had an INT. And that INT was by who? None other than the Kello Witherspoon, baby. He showed up, he showed out. I'm proud that he showed up and showed out and had himself a great game because I mean, it was times when the man didn't even dress. He was a healthy scratch. And that's a lot to go on because you got to think about that, man. You a healthy scratch, it's like, Coach, I'm ready. Here, I'm ready to go. Looking like I don't really need you, you know? And it's hard because you want to give the dude a chance. And Kello's got the prototypical size, length. He has everything. He has all the tools. Except here, he got to work on. He got to make sure he don't get in his head. Um, and that's definitely hard. So with that being said, Kenya Drake only averaged 2.5 yards a carry. He wasn't going nowhere. 18 carries, 45 yards. Hyder only got the yardage that he did in average, but he averaged because he gets out on those big runs. So you got to look at it. You know what I'm saying? His longest run was 30 yards. So take the rest of that away. So if you take away, that brings him down to 45 yards on 7 runs. You see what I'm saying? That's still about 6 yards a carry, six to almost 7 yards a carry. You know, but that's what I'm saying. He gets those big yardage runs when he gets out of the pocket. He eventually does, but most of the night we contained him. I was very proud of what the defense did. Passing wise, we did everything that we needed to. Um, I think you got to look at it. Everybody had their little games, but the only people that averaged in double digits were Christian Kirk, Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn had 2 catches for 50 yards, so obviously it's 25 yards per catch. And then Christian Kirk had 7 catches for 76 yards, and that was 10.9 yards a catch. Everybody else in single digits. Nobody was even close to a first down after that. But that was the beautiful thing, man. We actually played a good game, and we actually showed up for our defense on the offensive side of the ball. We scored in the first quarter. We didn't score anything in the second. We scored again in the third, and scored in the fourth. So for us, the defense showed up. They did everything they were supposed to do. Um, Look, they're gonna be delusional Cowboy fans out there. It's gonna say they're gonna win the Super Bowl every damn year. That ain't nothing. You know how that works. Every time the season starts, we gonna win the Super Bowl. It, I feel like you curse your team when you automatically say we gonna win the Super Bowl. It's just way more than you need. It's a little too hard, to be doing stuff like that. So you flip to the other side of the ball. They had their 3 sacks. Looks like Kennard got a sack. Him and Marcus Golden combined for a sack, and then you had Hassan Reddick and looks like Angelo Blackson. They Hassan Reddick got his own, and then he had a half a sack, I believe, probably Blackson. So they had their 3 sacks, but all in all, CJ did as good of a job as he possibly. There were a couple of drops in the game, so he probably would have had a higher percentage. Had George not dropped that ball, when KB dropped one, and I believe IU dropped one. And all of those were on the receivers. They were not on CJ because he put the ball right there with Kittle. He put the ball where IU should have been able to catch that. And it's the same thing with KB. We love KB. Everybody loves KB. We love his personality. He's just an infectious, happy guy. But he does have a tendency to drop those balls once in a while. And it can be a little frustrating. Because you look at him, man, and then you see him in the red zone, he scores, and like, what happened? Look at the last game we played the Cowboys. CJ comes in, throws that Hail Mary, who come down with the ball in the end zone. KB. It's just to be expected. It's just how it works. It's always going to be that. But as I had previously stated, Michaela Witherspoon had his interception. Return game was subpar. Bobby Gold missed both of his field goals. He was 2 for 3 on his extra points. Um, Mitch Wish 5 punts, 195 yards, averaging 39 yards per punt, 2 punts inside the 20. Um, but the beauty of this is we can finish the season 7-9 if we can take out the Seahawks, mess up their season, which works for me. I'm happy with that. I always, anytime I can ruin one of my division rivals' days, it makes me it tickles me. But the beauty is we've got everything rolling in the right direction. And if we can finish out the season with the win, it's good for team morale. I know a lot of people are looking at draft picks and all this other stuff and order and we're going to this, we're going to that, and all that other stuff. But I always say you never want to wind up ending the season on a losing streak, strictly based on the fact that you're like, I don't know, coming to the next season, man, we losing, suck, this, that, and the third. You want that mental mindset for the company, though. End of the game on a end of the season on a 2-game winning streak. We can come and continue with that momentum. We can get Jimmy healthy. We can go ahead and roll forward and do what we need to do. Nah, that's not gonna happen, man. They're not going to draft Trey Lance. Daniel Jones is their guy. He got injured. Daniel Jones is not going anywhere. Ain't drafting Trey Lance. That would be stupid. I mean, as a backup and an understudy, I get it, but Daniel Jones ain't got no experience to be telling them nothing or teaching them anything. He got 1 year. It ain't enough. When you got a backup there, you need like real bad. So yeah, oh yeah, man. Yeah, John, you're right, man. It's gonna be continual. People are gonna be upset where we should have tanked, we should have this, we should have that. You don't get paid millions of dollars to lose. It's not what you do. That's not what coaches would like. They don't want you to wind up in a situation where you're just going out there going, yeah, I'm gonna lose any chance I get. That's not the thing. Hey, what's going on, Ronnie? My Christmas was fantastic. I hope your Christmas was great as well. So for anybody who kind of came in late, I'm gonna show these gifts again, man. This is from my brother, my hermano. There's a starting lineup thing here, man, and these are all 49ers, and this stuff is fantastic. So you gotta check that out. That's Dion right there. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there. These are collector's items. You can't get anything better than that. That's Dion, and then this right here, once again, that is Jerry Rice. You can see that there. You know what I mean? And then top it all off, got me a Sega Genesis, and that right there is Joe Montana, Sports Talk 93. So these are things that I got, man. My brother-in-law takes good care of me, and I'm always make sure I can, return the favor. It's such an awesome. Um, let's see, hold on, this dude, that be wilding out, bro. But you're right, Mariah. This is these players' future, and you got to think about it from the standpoint of that's a lot of money lost for you as a player, and then what I'm saying, as a franchise. Because at the end of the day, like there's more incentive and bonuses in the franchise when you make the playoffs, are a relevant team. When you win the Super Bowl, all these things come into play. That's more money in your pocket. And if you're smart, you know what I'm saying? That's how it works. What'd you say, Ronnie? Don't lie, all the light skinned in my family. All the light skinned people in your family got the best gift I can't deal with you, Ronnie. Hey, look, man, look, hey, man. Chocolate is in right now. It's light skinned brothers, we fell by the wayside. They don't love us no more. I'm married, so I don't need none of that. I don't care about none of that. But yeah, man, dark skinned brothers, yeah, you gotta ask the color. You don't like those light skinned folks. Back to being nobody. But at the end of the day, 20-12. Like I said, I did not feel like Robbie Gold helped his case. He does have an option for next year, so it's a club option. So we can either exercise it or we can say, hey, you can walk. We don't need you. Now, something that is happening, which is extremely odd. And the reason I find it odd is because this team is actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's really weird because they usually don't. And that is the New York Jets. They're winning. Like I don't understand this right now. The Jets beat the Browns today, 23-16. They're on two-game win streak. I don't anticipate if they win this next game, they might just not draft a quarterback. They may draft offensive linemen to protect him. I don't know about him. Gase is gonna last, but if they win, this might be. All right, look, I'm done with you, Roddy. I'm done with you. Don't you start, Chris. Oh wow, wow. Well, look. At the end of the day, if that's the case, Roddy, you know what I'm gonna say. Every time I get a gift, you know, indeed I keep run it. Hey, you know, that's what happens, man. You know, you light skinned. Every time you get a gift, you know, when I pick this gift up right here, first thing I say is yo. But I can't deal with you, man. Now I ain't even the lightest Curry, man. I'm actually darker. Curry, now he the high no. Curry different. See, I'm light skinned. Curry high yellow. You know how that works now. High yellow and light skin is two separate shades. So I'm light skinned. So I lean a little bit towards darker. Curry is high yellow. You know Curry just that's like bright. Okay, he don't even need this light I got on right now. He don't even need that. Curry just he put the phone on in the dark. You see his face clear. It's just how he works. But yeah, man, it was a crazy day in football. So we can. I'm just gonna go over this, and I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I want y'all to take it with a grain of salt. I saw, I saw another tight end outside of Travis Kelce, George Kittle. That makes me say, "Wow, his name is Darren Waller. That kid out of Oakland is something special. If you ain't seen him, you might want to watch Darren Waller. That's a whole grown ass man out there. You just take a look at his highlights from the season. That is a baller. That kid is a baller. He is a fantastic tight end. But so the Dolphins pull off a miraculous win. That was actually Dolphins and Raiders. If you didn't see, that was a great game. Great game. Fantastic. The Raiders lost, so that only makes me happy. And, you know, I'm more elated when the Raiders lose anything. Um, and they screwed it up. They screwed it up. If you didn't see it, Fitzpatrick's going back throwing the ball, and his face mask just gets yanked like this. He throws the ball, not knowing where it's going. Tight end catches the ball and gets out of bounds. So you get the pass of 40 yards. Oh, let me tack on another 15. It worked out so well. The Dolphins lucked out, and that was after them benching Tua. So it's crazy over there. We beat the Cards. The Bucks beat the living shit out of the Lions, 47-7. Just destroyed the poor Lions. Matthew Stafford injured his ankle, so they had the backup in Chase Daniels, and they put him out and threw the backup in. It was all bad. That was a bad game. And the Saints, with Alvin Kamara and his 6 touchdowns, hung 52 on the Vikings. Just blew their mind. Destruction. Alvin Kamara just murdered them. As we all know, unfortunately, the Seahawks won. We don't ever like the Seahawks or the Rams to win anything, but Seahawks won. The division is theirs. The Cowboys beat the Eagles. Cowboys have beat the Eagles. They are now 6-9. Um, the Washington football team lost to the Panthers 20-13, and Wayne Haskins got himself benched. He was already an idiot for going out in the club with no mask on, putting his whole team at risk, putting his coach at risk. He was going through cancer treatments, which was horrible. That was not, you know. Should we go? No, hell no, no, Ronnie. No, we don't want none of his magic. You know, here's the issue with Fitzmagic. He's sometimes he's not consistent. It's not all the time. Fitzmagic, he'll have like in between 4 to 8 games where he is Fitzmagic, and the other games go back to Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's just gonna be another dude out there with a mountain man beard that ain't gonna get the job. No, Fitzmagic is not there. As a backup, sure, why not? But I think he'll stay in Miami because they'll pay him a handsome ransom to be a backup. And at the same time, it's good for him to teach Tua and keep working him along. You know, keep him a job. I can't be mad at the guy. You know, hey, you get paid, teach a kid. They have a good relationship. When Tua got pulled in favor of Fitzpatrick, he didn't. There was no issue. He was happy to do whatever he could. He uh he had a very Akello attitude about it. And I say Akello because that's how Akello was. When he got pulled last year, remember, and Mosley started, he went right to the special team coach, give me all of his special teams plays. He gotta be ready. So he yes and no. Make a move for EJ Manuel. EJ Man. Whoever said that should be shot. Not death, but just shot. I mean, kneecap or something. But you can't. You know, I can't deal with you, Roddy. Right now. You lit, huh? You had yourself a couple drinks there. Okay. Yeah, EJ Manuel was trash. He wasn't no good because you gotta remember EJ Manuel and Geno Atkins. No, not Atkins. Geno Smith. They were both in the same draft. Neither one of them panned out. Neither one of them panned out. But going along with these scores here, Chargers beat the Broncos 19-16. Um, the Bengals beat the Texans 37-31. I don't know how the Bengals are winning games, but they are, and they beat the Steelers. So hey, I'm just saying. I am just saying. So the Ravens beat the Giants. We all anticipated that to happen. Um, nah, I don't want Sam Donald either. Yeah, you definitely are drunk, Ronnie. Cause ain't nobody want. I don't want no Sam Donald. He trash. Ain't no USC quarterback ever won the Super Bowl ever. I know my facts. I'm in dire UCLA. At least I got one this one. Now he don't need a better system. He needs to stay away from us. USC quarterbacks are anemic. No. Hey, what's going on, Jimmy? Yeah, man. Mom's got me this new little thing right here. I appreciate and love the gifts. Yes, sir. My hermano is in the chat, man. Jimmy Santos. Everybody say what's up. This is the guy who blessed me with all these gifts, man. My brother right there. Gotta love him. He's definitely the best brother I ever had, man. Um, but next up we got the Bears just destroyed the Jaguars 41-17. I didn't see that. I know my boy Josh is at home. Just he's having himself a ball. He probably had himself a couple drinks. In fact, the Bears beat up on somebody that bad. Let's see. Steelers pulled off the dub against the Colts. So they now are the division champs. Um, and like I said, Jets beat the Browns 23-16. Kansas City pulls off a lucky win 17-14 against the Atlanta Falcons. And they are the guaranteed number one seed in AFC. So they will have their bye week. The Packers right now are whooping on the Titans 19-0. It is currently 5:22 in the second quarter. Looks like it's 2nd and 5 and Tennessee 14. Green Bay has the ball. But those are the scores. That was the recap of that game. We had fun. Everything is working out well, man. Once again, I hope everybody had yourselves a Merry Christmas. Everybody stay blessed. Um, and continue to, have yourselves a wonderful time. Be safe on your New Year's. Proper fireworks. Please be careful. Um, Definitely don't get yourself hurt out there. All right, go see. All right, Jimmy, man. Peace, brother. Um, but yeah, so the playoff picture right now has shaped out to be such. It is the number one seed right now in the AFC is Kansas City. NFC right now, it looks like Green Bay, and they will remain such. Um, as far as the wild card games, it looks like for the AFC, the Browns will be playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Um, the Ravens will play the Bills, and Miami will play Tennessee. But these are all contingent upon results next week. You never know. We will see exactly what happens. Tampa Bay could play the Washington football team. Um, let's see here. The Rams will play the Seahawks again, and the Bears will play the Saints. Now that's a harsh one because I think that the Saints are a better team than the Bears, and it's definitely really hard because you have the Rams and Seahawks. You never know. Rams might show up this time. You know. Yeah, that's just how he is. Man. But I'll be back with another video throughout the rest of the week. We can definitely go ahead and get into one as far as a startup video for the Seahawks versus the 49ers. Hopefully, we can mess with their seeding and push them down to a fourth and fifth seed. With some help from some other teams. I want y'all to have a wonderful evening. Stay blessed. Stay 49 faithful. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate everybody for taking the time out to watch me and listen to me. Um, if you would like to support the channel, you can go over to patreon.com/Niner Gang Podcast. That is the number 9ERGANG uh, and podcast. So thank y'all for watching. Appreciate the time. Appreciate y'all giving me a little bit of your time. Listen to me ramble on about the 49ers and a little bit about football in general. Stay blessed, stay faithful, have a good evening, and I'm out.